Hi everyone, Liz here with Garden Happy. In today's video, I'm going to take you on a quiet evening stroll through my garden. Yes, I said evening because it's getting so hot here in California. Sometimes the only time I can come out into my garden is in the early evening. So I just came out and did some watering, and I said to myself, what a beautiful, calm, cool night. I decided to turn my video camera on so you could join me and just kind of walk around and see what's going on. I hope you enjoy. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this little stroll through my garden. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Liz, and I garden in California, Zone 9B. And the days are getting so hot. Sometimes I can't come outside until after 5 o'clock. But that's okay because it's so beautiful and peaceful. My marigolds sure are holding up nice. And look, it looks like my kangaroo paws are going to seed. I wonder if I should harvest those. It's definitely worth a try. My wave petunias are definitely struggling in this heat, but I come out and water them twice a day. I'm not going to give up because I know in a month or so we're going to start cooling down a bit. I pruned back my butterfly bush really hard and it's blooming again. I'm very happy about that. Oh, it looks like we have a little snapdragon coming up. I didn't plant that this year. And of course my Supertunia Vista Bubblegum is still going strong. And I still have zinnias. I planted this second round. I'm so glad I did. A lot of people are done with zinnias. Oh, the sun is just setting. It's so pretty out here. Creeping Jenny growing out of a tire with my Encore Azalea. And if you notice on the ground, I practice a chop and drop method of composting. So check this out. I believe this is a Euphorbia. Yeah, Euphorbia martinii, but it looks like it's reverting back to its original form. I could separate it, but I decided just to let it go and see what happens. This is where I sit and enjoy looking at the birds. I always have this filled with cool water for the pollinators so they can come and get a drink. My vinca and strawberries in the strawberry pot. The lighting's going to fluctuate because the sun is setting. I still think it's pretty. Let's come around this way. It's nice being out here in the evening. So pretty. More zinnias. This is the very first year I've grown zinnias, and I'm so pleased. I cannot believe how easy they are to grow. I've grown everything from seed, and I got a second round. How awesome is that? My Lantana. Can you believe summer is going by so fast? Just the other day I said to my husband, did that just happen? Seriously, did summer just happen? Okay, I was busy today. I'm going to show you what I planted. So this is vegetable box number 1. We have some zinnias in here. And figs, little Miss Figgy. This is a dwarf fig tree. Ooh, I'm gonna pick those as soon as I turn this video off. Yum. This box is still in transition. I'm gonna be planting something behind the fig for the cool season, fall. And this is what I did today. I planted broccoli from seed. I harvested the seeds from my own plants, and I just planted these today. I'm so excited. And behind that, I have a pineapple sage. And for those of you who are new to my channel, the reason why I have all these barriers around my garden is because I have a big dog who likes to dig and chickens who like to eat everything I plant. I started another cucumber not too long ago, so I'm hoping I get another harvest from this. Ooh, I see a little one on there. I'm so excited. Look at that. Little cucumber. Yay! And this is my purple hyacinth bean vine. Look how tall and full it got. I am just waiting for this to flower out. I've been very patient. It sure has taken its sweet time. And inside here, there's another butterfly bush. It's one of those hybrid varieties. So pretty, the variegated leaves. And another butterfly bush, but it's done blooming. Okay, so let's move right along here. Oh yeah, I think I was talking to you about chop and drop. I'm a big fan of chop and drop, so you'll always see debris on my garden floor. That's a Japanese maple. I believe it's that emperor. It gets red leaves sometimes in the summer when it gets hot. My gardenia. I haven't been a fan of gardenias this year. The green foliage thrives and is so prolific, but the buds are very temperamental. In the springtime, I don't get a lot because of the weather, how it goes cold and hot and cold and hot. So we'll see what happens. This might be the last year for it. Chop and drop. It feels so good out here. It's just so cool and calm, and people aren't running their air conditions. Oh, and there's a breeze. Yes. Oh, it feels so good. And that's my Dynamite red Crape Myrtle, but of course that's not blooming right now. My little succulent area. These are struggling in the heat. There's a couple in here that are a little getting crispy. This one right here. But we're holding on. String of bananas. My clematis behind that chair, it's actually growing on the tree. They say clematises love to grow on other plants, so I'm letting it. Now this is a cute little area in my garden. Did you notice I have a lot of nooks and corners? Okay, this is oh, I forgot the variety of this hosta, but this one is blooming, and behind it we have a coleus and a guacamole hosta behind that. Couple tires. Those of you who don't know me, I grow a lot of things in pots and tires off the ground because I have a giant dog. It's the only way I can grow things sometimes, or I put cages around them. This is my little seed starter station. When I'm not starting seeds, I have little succulents growing in there. I just got 3 benches and I stacked them one on top of each other and painted them. I have a very small house and a very small yard. My house was built in 1935. The yard is really, really tiny. So I try to make the most of what I have, and I don't have any room for a greenhouse or anything fancy like that. So I have to improvise. So beautiful out here. I love this at nighttime. I love walking through my garden at night. It's so calm and peaceful. So happy you joined me. So are you wondering what this bucket is? I do a lot of composting in ground. And I just pulled this out to use the compost for my broccoli today. In fact, I'm in the process of making that video. So I do composting in ground. My geranium. Yeah, I have a very small little garden, and my poor hydrangea, it's just toast. I'm thinking I might plant something else in there. It just didn't do good with this heat. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes we win, sometimes we learn. So that's that. And if you notice, I don't have a lot of rock or bark on the ground. That's because in the fall, tons of leaves drop, and they're hard to rake up if I had tan bark or rock. I used to have bark and it was too hard, so I said forget that. Plus with my chickens out here and my dog, it's just easier to keep the ground simple and just dirt, more carefree and easier to maintain, much easier to rake up and clean. And my birdies come here every day to eat the seed I leave for them. And this is my little workstation where I get busy. I do a lot of painting in this area, my little table where I do my seeds, and I paint shovels and just all kinds of little arts and crafts for the garden. This is where all the magic is made. But what I want to show you is the yellow squash I just planted, and it's doing so good. Well, the flowers are closing up because it's nighttime. Oh, I have one. Oh, I'm so excited. Look, I have a squash. Yay. Oh, that makes me so happy. Yes. It's always so exciting when you grow things from seed. And look at my okra. This is the very first time I've ever grown okra. So I'm not even sure when I'm supposed to harvest that. The flowers were beautiful. They only lasted a day though. Does anybody watching this know how to grow okra or when I'm supposed to harvest it? And that's my cute little garden. Good girl. Well, I hope you enjoyed walking through my garden with me this evening. And I hope you garden happy too, because gardening should be fun. Bye.